Welcome back. Today we are making a blueberry lemon bread pudding. First thing I need to do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And once I've got that set, I'm going to go ahead and start. First thing I'm going to do is spray a 9x13 pan with nonstick spray. And then I'm going to prepare my bread. I've got a 1 pound loaf of French bread that I bought a few days before I made this. I want it to get a little bit stale. And so I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it into thin strips, and from there I'm going to cube it into smaller pieces. I want the cubes to be about 1 inch or so. They don't have to be perfect, but just approximately that size. Once I've got those cubed up, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my pan. And once I've got the bread in the pan, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the filling, or the custard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 4 large eggs, and I'm going to put those in the large mixing bowl. And once I've got the eggs in there, I'm going to go ahead and add milk. I'm adding 3 cups of milk. I'm using 2%, but you could use skim or full fat whole milk. And then from there, I'm going to add a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I'm going to also add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And as I've said many times before, I like the imitation better, but you can use real vanilla extract if that's what you like. And then once I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice whisk. I want to make sure that everything's mixed really well. I want the eggs and milk and cinnamon and vanilla done. And then I'm also going to zest 1 large lemon, and the zest will just really brighten up this dish. And so once I've got that in there, I'm just going to give that another quick whirl, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour that on top of my cubed bread. So I'm just going to kind of evenly distribute it. And you'll notice the cinnamon doesn't mix real well. It'll never mix perfectly. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if there's a trick or a hack to it, but I've never figured it out. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of smash that down a bit. And then I'm going to prepare my blueberries. I have 1.5 cups of frozen blueberries that have thawed. You can use fresh if you'd like. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups of white sugar to that. And I'm just going to give that a nice stir. Just mix the blueberries and the juice with the sugar. Once I've got that done, I'm going to spread my blueberries on top of my bread. Make sure I get all that juice. And I love blueberries. So this to me is just a wonderful dish. So I'm just going to stir that around, make sure everything is incorporated and mixed well. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and cover it with some foil. And I'm going to let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to give the custard and blueberries some time to soak into the bread. And then I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to bake it for between 45 and 50 minutes. At about 30 minutes, I'm going to take the foil off. And so I'm going to take the foil off, and I want to check it. And I'm going to let it cook bake without the foil, so it gets a nice golden brown. And once it's done, I'm going to prepare my glaze. To do the glaze, I'm going to juice 2 lemons. It'll be about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. If you don't have fresh lemons, which I recommend, you can use canned or jarred lemon juice. And once I've got all that in there, I'm going to go ahead and add to that my powdered sugar. Now I'm going to use 1 1/4 cups of flour. No flour, that would be gross. 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar. And once I've got the powdered sugar added, I'm going to give this a nice stir. I want to make sure I get the juice and the powdered sugar mixed well. It's going to be really thick at this point though. So I'm just going to stir it really well. And once it forms basically a ball, I'm going to add a little bit of half and half. Now I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon at a time. It could take anywhere from 2 to 4 tablespoons to get to the right consistency. You don't want it too thin, but you don't want it too thick. And so once I have that that glaze ready. I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle it on top of my bread pudding. And the lemon just really makes this pop. I love blueberries, like I said, but I love lemon and blueberry mixed together. I have a wonderful lemon blueberry bundt cake recipe that I'm gonna have to make a video for. I love making it, but bundt cakes are the bane of my existence because I have such a hard time getting them to pop out of the pan right. So that's about it. It's quick, it's easy, and it's very delicious. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me in the future, hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded a video. And I love bread pudding. And one of my favorite places to eat bread pudding is at a restaurant called Yoder's in Arthur, Illinois, which I'm going to Arthur, which is my hometown. I'm going to be up there at the end of July. And when I go, I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to meet one of my friends from high school, Megan. I haven't seen in, gosh, probably, I want to say it's been about 15 years. She's traveled all over the world with her husband. He's in the military, and we have children about the same age. And we have not seen each other since our youngest were probably 2, maybe 3. And our youngest are 17 and 18. So I think her daughter's almost 18. My son will be 18 in October. They're just a few months apart. But anyhow, they make a really good bread pudding. And I've never had much luck making bread pudding until I found this recipe. It was so, so good. So easy. I know I love lemons. I love blueberry. I love bread pudding. It's just, to me, the perfect mix. This would be good for a brunch, if you were doing a brunch. If you wanted to do this for a dessert, it's good. It's versatile. You make it ahead of time, so you can definitely have it ready. Pop it in the fridge overnight, pop it in the fridge in the morning, and bake it that evening. So there's not a lot of work to it. It was really simple. It's very, very decadent, though. You can certainly cut back if you wanted to use half and half instead of the heavy cream. To me, it's worth using the heavy cream because a little bit goes a long way. You don't want, or I didn't eat a large amount. It was too rich for me, but you know, a good small size portion was good. But anyhow, I think that's about it. Not a whole lot to talk about bread pudding. But if you have a bread pudding you like, let me know in the comments down below. I think this fall, I'm probably going to try to make a pumpkin bread pudding because I want to do a month of pumpkin like I did last year. I started it and then I got sick and I couldn't finish it. But this month in October, I'm going to do a month of pumpkin recipes once a week. So I think that's all. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember, not every day is good, but there's always something good in every day, and I will see you next time.